Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's free newsletter from Trade with Precision. My name's Simon Clark, and this week I'm going to take a look at some of the markets that I'm keeping a close eye on for the next big move. There's some of these markets are fairly close to key support and resistance levels, or they've just broken through them. So I'm going to take a look at some of these markets and share with you what I'm keeping an eye on. Now, the first one here is dollar yen, and if we open up dollar yen on the weekly chart, we can see that, going back to really till the beginning of this year, this market's really been in a sort of a sideways consolidation here. You can see that once these sort of consolidations, once the market breaks out of these, we get some lovely moves. You can see that this happened back through here in 2014. Once we broke out of this consolidation, we had a lovely big move that moved from pretty much around 100 up to about 1.2. If we come back a bit further, back through here in 2013, we had another sideways consolidation before a little breakout to the long side. And of course, the big one here going back to 2012 as well. Sideways consolidation before a big breakout. So looking at just back at history and looking at current market structure here on the weekly, looks like we're poised for another breakout to the long side. Certainly we've got moving averages in the right order, we've got nice market geometry here, we've got nice convergence on the indicators. So let's start to come down the time frames and start to see what else we've got here. If we come down to the daily chart, we can see this sideways consolidation a bit more clearly. There's a few levels in here that the market's tried and tested a few times. The one that I'm really keen on is this one just up here, just underneath the 121 level. We can see that there's been, test, three tests there, almost another test here, and now we've eventually got a breakout. In doing so, again, lovely market geometry here, moving averages all in the right order. We've also got nice convergence there on the indicators too. So if we come down to the 4-hour chart, 4-hour, now we can start to see moving averages all in the right order. We can start to see a nice trend formed here now on the 4-hour chart. Again, all of the techniques that we look for in some of our trading techniques and trading strategies all setting up across all of these time frames now, and we're certainly getting some momentum here above the 121 level. So we can even come down to some of these lower time frames and even come right the way down to the 15-minute chart. We can see that there's been a bit of a level through here that the market's tried and tested a few times, through here on the 15-minute chart. We're now clearly through that, moving averages all opened up again, lovely market geometry again on the 15-minute chart. So pullbacks into the zone here, pullbacks into the averages, using some of the trading techniques and trading strategies that we use, we can start to look for entry opportunities into this sort of market. If we take a look now at a couple of other markets, now I do like euro dollar short, and euro dollar short is in a lovely downtrend. One of the other markets that we could start to look at though is euro yen, because euro yen is not as overextended as some of those as some of those markets like euro dollar. So if we take a look at euro yen, we can see that the market's had a big sell-off. We've had the retracement already, retracement back up to 135. 135 has been support, it's been resistance, and now the market's selling off again. So it looks like we've got nice potential movement to the short side. I mean, the only next sort of level I've got marked in here, if I sort of zoom out of this slightly, you can see around the 127 is a big key support and resistance level on this market, but we've certainly got plenty of distance to go before we ever get close to that. So coming down to the lower time frames, again, weekly daily chart looking rather nice, mid time frames looking very nice too. So coming here to the 480 chart and the 240 chart, if I open up the 240 chart, you can see that we've got some nice structure here, nice support and resistance structure here around the 132, moving averages all in the right order. Again, lots of things stacking up for possible areas where we can start to look for trading opportunities around some of these historical levels. Let's take a look at euro against the Aussie dollar here. Now, this market, if we take a look at the weekly chart, this market has come right the way down to the 1.4000 level. This level, as we can see, has been tried and tested. It's been support before, and it's also been resistance and support in the past. So a very historical key support and resistance level going all the way back to 2010. Markets now come straight up to that level again. So a big decision point and big decision area in the market. So coming down again to the mid time frames, we can see that we've got lovely market structure as the market's been trending nicely towards our 1.4000 level. Here it is, just here. So for me, what I'm looking for is to see how the market's going to react around this level. If we get a nice break underneath it and a retest, then I'll be starting to look for further opportunities to get short this market underneath 1.4. So I think we've got a nice big decision point there around in this market. So what I want to do is just to share with you some of the webinars that we've got in the coming up later this week. Now, I've been talking about trading strategy. We've got a webinar here, the 5 pillars of trading strategy. This is where we're going to start to talk about some of the techniques that we use in our trading strategies and some of the techniques that that are helpful for us as trend traders and some techniques that are not so helpful to us. So if you want to learn a bit more about the techniques and the strategies that we use, then come along and join us here on the 5 pillars of trading strategy. It's running on two different time zones, so it's 2 different sessions. We've got Tuesday the 10th of March for 8 AM London, 7 PM Sydney and 9 PM Auckland, or we've got the 4 PM New York session, 8 PM London time and 7 AM Sydney, which is next day, and 9 AM Auckland, which is next day as well. So in order to be able to attend these sessions, they are completely free, of course. All you need to do is to come to the Trade with Precision website, click on free live webinars, you'll come to this page, and then you'll be able to hit one of these buttons and register to join the session that you want to join. Okay, so look forward to seeing you on those webinars, and hope it's useful, and speak to you soon. Bye for now.